it was a huge honor. Guys like Jamal Murray, Andrew Wiggins, Carl Anthony Towns, Dennis Schroeder, a bunch of NBA players to represent the world team. For me to be on that stage and to produce and to play for my country, it meant a whole lot to me. I've dreamt about it my entire life. So just being out there with other Canadians, other guys from the world, learning different languages, playing the game I love, it was just tremendous.
You mentioned other Canadians. There was, I believe, 3 more besides yourself. So what does that say about Canada on the world stage?
It means we're closing the gap. You know, USA basketball being what it is with all the superstars they have, Canada's making a come up, getting closer to that stage and taking the world over.
Nickeil, how'd you enjoy living in Tennessee compared to Ontario? What was kind of like the life experiences, the difference that you experienced?
The culture, everything. It's a lot more southern, more country, but it's nice, it's quiet, it gives me time to focus, takes me out of the city, just leads me to basketball and school, which should be my top 2 priorities.
Going back to the hoops, what was it like playing on an NBA practice court with NBA GMs kind of watching?
It was just like unbelievable. Couldn't have fathomed it really. Playing on the NBA court, guys like Damian Lillard play there, guys I like to watch. So just to feel like I'm one of them, you know, to be able to do what they do, play on their court. So it just felt like a culture shock, almost like living a dream.
With you going to Virginia Tech next season, what are some ACC schools or campuses you're excited to play on or against?
Definitely Duke. Grew up,
yeah.
Big fan of Duke. Of course, the rivals, Virginia, Miami, so we always want to beat those guys. And playing against Marcus, O'Shea, Shamil, Pittsburgh, and Syracuse, it's going to be fun. It's crazy to look at it from where we came up as young guys, and all knowing each other to where we're going to be soon.
You talk about closing the gap. When you have a game like this that's showcasing all Canadians here on national television, do you feel an event like this helps to kind of close that gap and bring some more eyes to the Canadian game?
I feel like it definitely brings exposure, especially with the NBA scouts here. It's kind of like our own McDonald's game with our own, even like, not a hoop summit, but something that shows Canadians to the NBA world, gets them over here, giving guys exposure that don't go to prep schools in the States, guys who need it or who are young and coming up. So it definitely opens up a lot of doors for the guys behind us.
What do you expect the level of competition to be like tonight?
It's going to be high intensity, high pace. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to try and come out, put on a show, but fourth quarter hits, the competitiveness is going to get out there. It's going to get a little aggressive, but guys are going to try and come up with the win.
Now, speaking of the NBA scouts that have been in attendance here, a lot of them are raved about your poise, your patience, ability to read plays. What is an area of your game that you feel people still haven't learned, or something that you value the most in the game?
Definitely my defense and my competitiveness. I feel like I can guard anyone. I want to guard anyone. For me, it proves that if I can score on you, you can't score on me, that means I have to be better than you. So that's just who I am as a person. I've always been taught to rest on offense, not on defense, and go at the offensive person before they can go at you, because it's kill or be killed. So I always try to have that kill mentality, that dog mentality. And because I'm skinny, like, guys tend to think, oh, well, maybe you can bully him, but I just like to fight back and prove myself.
Who's the best player on the field?
I don't know if I should give you a humble answer.
Be honest.
I feel like I'm definitely the best player on the floor, all around. But there's definitely a lot of great guys: Shamil, Marcus, O'Shea, Javon, Howard.
You can name them all.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a good game, but definitely I feel like the top player on the floor.
What did DeMar DeRozan have to say to you guys earlier?
I asked him a few questions about how to become efficient, what's it like going through adversity and overcoming adversity, the NBA life, how do you adjust to it so fast, living on the road, away from family, not really having support at a young age, and how do you like become a professional. And he talked to us about what this game means, and as a kid how he had it growing up and how good we have it now. So I'm just blessed and thankful.
Can you talk a little bit about the balance in your life when it comes to, you focus for the past 4 years just school and basketball, you eliminated a little bit of the social life. How does that come into play?
it's just making sacrifices. You know, do you want to be the cool kid? Do you want to be the greatest? I chose to be the greatest. I want to be the greatest. It's one of everything I've dreamt about. So to cut off social media, to stay out of the loop, to me was fine. You know, too much drama anyways. I'm realizing that as I get older, that stuff doesn't really matter as much, and it can only hurt me because the more I spend on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, the more I can spend studying and working out.
One more question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you.